time, and I can't think of a better way to start the day than soaking in the jacuzzi. Actually, I'd say start the day, but my day actually started probably the better part of, what time is it? It's 8:30 right now. So my day actually started probably the better part of 3 hours ago at about 5:30. And I woke up and Yanae, bless her heart, Yanae was sleeping. And so Yanae was sleeping and I woke up as I normally do. 5:30 is actually a little bit late for me getting up. Normally I try to get up at about 4 or something like that. But see if I'm seeing how my connection is here on the screen. But anyway, normally I try to get up around. It's telling me I've got a very bad connection. What's up, dude? Skip. So Skip, you finally caught me live, okay? And I was just about to talk about you, okay? I was just about to talk about you, Skip. So I'm glad that you caught me live, all right? So, you know, I hope you're in a better mood today, Skip, than you were when we talked to you last night. I don't ever recall in the time that I've known you, Skipper, I don't know that I've ever recalled a conversation where you were in as bad of a mood as you were last night. You know, you were, boy, you were in a funky mood last night, Skip. And even Yanae noticed it, you know. She's like, Yanae, we hung up the phone and Yanae said, that's not the Skip that I know. That's not the Skip that I've come to love and adore. You know, what was wrong with Skip? And I said, well, Skip had a bad day today. You know, Skip obviously had a bad day. So Skip, I hope you have a better day today than you had yesterday. And listen, I think you're overreacting about the whole dog thing. You know, it's interesting because you always say, that's not my dog, that's not my dog, you know. But the fact of the matter is, I think it is your dog. Because if it weren't your dog, you wouldn't care who's going to watch the dog for you. So those of you that have been following along, you know, Yanae and I were hoping that Skip and Sue would come up and join us here in the Panhandle of Florida for a few days in a beautiful 2-bedroom condo that we rented. And Skip said it was all about finding somebody to watch the dog. Well, Sue found somebody to watch the dog, apparently. She had a business card or something from somebody that watches the dog, and Skip was telling me that, you know, well, no, I don't know these people. I don't know these people. How can I leave a dog with somebody that I don't know? You know? So Skip, it is your dog. You do care about that little dog, Katie, you know? But Skip, I'm going to tell you something. You know what? You need to let go of your fear that you're going to leave the dog with somebody that's going to do some damage to the dog. You need to let go of that fear, okay? And prioritize, you know, what's important. And what's important is Sue. Sue needs a little bit of R&R. Sue needs a little bit of toes in the sand. Do you understand, Skip? You remember what it feels like, the toes in the sand, beer in your hand? So Sue needs a little bit of that, and probably in all likelihood, Skip, you need some of that also. You need some of that toes in the sand, beer in your hand sensation as well. So you know what? Just call that person on the business card. Take your dog over and let that person watch your dog, okay? And come up and just relax. Relax. It's beautiful up here. Look at this jacuzzi. Is this nice or what? And it's hot. It must be 104 degrees. It must be, boy, it's one of those jacuzzis where you can only sit in here for 5-10 minutes, and then you got to kind of sit on the outside because it's so hot. I keep looking to see how my connection is here on the screen. I got 4 people watching, so anybody else out there that's watching that has been following along, will you tell Skip, just leave a message, say, Skip, you know, just let somebody watch your dog and come up and join Tom and Yanae. But But anyway, so it's, what is today? Today is Saturday, and I've got, the countdown has begun. You know, I let somebody stay in my place for 2 months down in Fort Myers, and now I am looking at 13 days. 13 days, it's not my dog. It is your dog. Stop that, okay? Just, it is your dog, Skip. It's your dog more than Sue's dog, because if it weren't your dog, you wouldn't care, all right? You wouldn't care. You hate that dog. It barks at you all the time. You know, it barks at you all the time, and it does all types of other stuff that I'm not going to even think about admitting or telling on YouTube. I'm not going to tell people, Skip, what your dog does, okay? When I was watching your dog, I'm not going to tell people what your dog does, okay? I'm going to save you that embarrassment. But I still can't get it out of my mind. You know, I still can't get that out of my mind. But anyway, so 13 days. We have 13 days until I can check back in to my house down there in Florida. And you know, I got to tell you, there's so many thoughts going through my mind. You know, one of the thought is, you know, we rented a place here for the next week. Rent another place, maybe down, you know, somewhere closer to home for a week. She hasn't seen Yellowstone National Park. She's never driven on Route 66. You know, she's never been to Sedona. She's never taken that god-awful 8-hour, 10-hour drive through the state of Texas to get from Amarillo. But anyway, so there's that thought. And Yanae is, you know, for lack of a better word, Yanae is my she's my personal assistant. She's my personal assistant, and you know, bless her heart, she has been really diligent. There's a 50-cent word. She's been really diligent about studying. I stayed at that hotel. One where my dog shit in. Oh, okay. But anyway, the don't you love people like that, Skip? But anyway, the what was I going to say? The Yanae's been busting her ass. She's been, well, not busting her ass, but she's really diligent. We're focusing on some very sequential and steps in teaching her. So the first thing that she needs to learn is how to type. You know, you got to learn how to type. And you see people all the time who do this kind of crap. You know, they do this kind of stuff. Hi from Ireland. You're so lucky, Tom. It looks fantastic in Florida. Here in Kildare, it's 4 degrees. It's freezing. Have a good weekend. Thank you. So, in you know, people they always, you know, they type like this. You know, like Skip. You know, Skip will go like this. I've been over to Skip's house, and Skip he types like this. Well, Yanae, every day she spends 2 hours, and she's been learning the home row. It's called the home row. A-S-D-F-J-K-L, semicolon. A-S-D-F-J-K-L, semicolon. So Yanae is learning how to type. And the typing program, I think the website, it's typingclub.com or something like that if you want to check it out, typingclub.com. Fantastic. It just it takes you progressively through learning the 4 basic keys, and you measure your speed of typing. So Yanae, 5 days of practicing has done incredible as far as her typing skills. The other thing Yanae is doing is she's spending her time, and I bought her Rosetta Stone. You've seen the advertisements, Rosetta Stone. And she's really good about using Rosetta Stone. And I've known Yanae now for 4 or 5 months, and I can definitely see the improvement in her skill. More and more, or I should say less and less, she's saying, if I had a nickel time, we said that phrase to one another. Understand me? Understand me? If I had a nickel for every time we said that, you know, we'd probably be staying in a much nicer place than where we are right now. But anyway, so she'll spend 2 hours doing the whole Rosetta Stone thing, okay? And then from Rosetta Stone, then she's learning Photoshop. Photoshop is a program that web developers and graphic designers use to edit and manipulate photos and graphics is a better sense of the word. So I bought Yanae a book on Amazon in Spanish on Adobe Photoshop. So every day she spends 2 hours and she's learning Photoshop. We didn't want to just overwhelm her, you know, with 8 hours of Photoshop or 8 hours of typing. So it's a very a methodical approach. You know, she wakes up in the morning, it's typing, then it's English, then it's Photoshop, and then she does a little work for me. You know, for example, what she did for me this week was I gave her an Excel spreadsheet of some 150 markers on the map. If you go to certifiedtransmission.com and you click on locations, it'll take you down to a big map of the United States, and there's all these little markers. So this week I gave Yanae a spreadsheet with the information of all those little markers. And I told her, I said, okay, I need you to find what are the hours of operation for each of these locations. What is what's their website address? If they've got a website address, find their website address, and other information. You know, so that's it. She'll do 2 hours of work for me, which makes up an 8-hour day, and that's it. She's doing phenomenal, and the fact that yes, of course, I'm compensating for. So it's because, you know, Yanae, if she were to go out right now, you know, new country, year and a half or something like that, and at this point in time, with her limited English and her opportunity for employment, gainful employment, if you will, is somewhat limited. So it's better to get Yanae in the position in much desirable capacity, and also to teach her skills. Whether she is in the United States or Brazil or down over in Spain, whatever, to teach her good skills. So, you know, you know, after this coming week, the idea of whether to go west or to go back down south is something that really is playing in my head. And I got to tell you that I'm leaning towards just saying screw it, you know, and I'm going to go west. We're going to go west, and we'll see how that all goes. You know, here it is early or late February, and really the only thing that I've got to keep in mind is tax season. You know, April 15th is this looming deadline, and the CPA that I've been using for the last I don't know, 10 or 15 years. The CPA is dealing with some major health issues right now, so his availability to do my taxes is somewhat well, it's not. He's not available to do my taxes, and so I've got to keep that in mind. You know, the whole thing. Not that I couldn't do my taxes on the road, but anyway, that's a consideration. So we'll see how it goes. I can Yanae and I can always. And if we need a little bit of a break, we can catch a flight and go back to Fort Myers for a week or two. The airport's only 10 minutes from my house, and we'd be able to do that. So anyway, so that's about it. So Skip, listen to me, okay? Listen. I know you never listen to me. All right. Well, you listened to me when I told you to watch Breaking Bad. Okay, so you do listen to me sometimes. Skip. Get your head out of your ass, okay? Get that dog somewhere, all right? Hard, what it is, and get to work. And let Sue come up. Just pull You know what? You really deserve a toes in the sand, beer in your hand or a glass of wine in your hand kind of vacation. Why don't you get in a car and go up and stay with Tom and Yanae, and I'll sit here and watch my dog, okay? You sit there and watch your dog. And let Sue come up here. Let Sue come up. Let Sue get a break, Skip. All right? So anyway, enough for that. I'm just going to enjoy this jacuzzi. Check this out. Oh, Skipper, it feels so good. Feels so good, Skip. You really should, you really could come up. You're breaking up. Okay, well, I'm heading out. Have a nice day.